Welcome and good evening. Welcome to Crafters Anonymous. My name is Lindsay and I'm addicted to crafting. So let's start with what I've worked on last week. This is a little box project that I actually watched a tutorial on Tiffany McGill crafting like a boss. And I made these, she showed how to make these little 2-inch boxes and the little holder. So I made one last week. I actually made it out of the Star Wars paper that I have. And I did I think it was the Boba Fett or something. Yeah, I believe that's what that is. And I don't know what I was really going to do with it. I just was looking for something to do at that point. I didn't really want to start a big project, but I decided to make this. Then after I made it, I said, now what do I do with it? Because that's what happens when you have a crafting addiction. You make stuff, you have no idea what you're doing with it. But I actually have a coworker that loves Boba Fett. He actually has a tattoo, I believe. So, of Boba Fett. Well, not even of Boba Fett. It's just like his symbol, but it's like not this symbol. It's like some obscure symbol that only like diehard fans know about. It almost looks like a... I don't even know how to describe it. It kind of looks like a cow skull. I don't know. It's like weird, but he's like all about it. So I'm actually going to give this to him so he could put it on his desk and put his little... I don't even know what he would put in it at this point, but maybe just his paper clips and push pins. I don't know. He can just slap it on his desk and do whatever he'd like. He could give it to his kids. I don't really care. But I just had to find something to do with it, and I can't hoard it all, so it has to go. But I think he would be the one to appreciate it the most. So, like I said, it was just a little something I did while I was bored. And I did put some red paper in there. I know I got some weird shadows. Most of my videos are probably going to be at night just because I work during the day. So, a lot of my filming will be at night. And I'm also outside, so I've had to add some extra lighting. I might even try to move my lighting around, see if I can get something a little better here. Get a little something better going on. Yeah, it's a little in my way, but it's okay. That'll work. Excuse me. So that's that's the first thing I did. Then I also decided I wanted to make some kind of a file box. And I'll show you the inside in a minute, but I went with a Leonardo da Vinci kind of vibe. And here comes the kitty cat. Kitty cat likes to craft. Yeah. I almost wanted to name my YouTube channel something to do with like crafting with kitties, but I didn't want to sound like the crazy cat lady. But yeah, this is going to happen a lot. Just deal with it, because she's going to keep doing it. There's nothing I can do about it. I will keep moving her. And that's pretty much how most of my crafting goes, is with a cat laying on everything. But I went with this Leonardo da Vinci design, which I thought was kind of interesting. It was a little different. These are die cut. We have a die for the gears, and I use some metallic paper. It's a Tim Holtz pack. Yeah, she's gonna keep coming back. If she would just sit off to the side, I'd be fine with it. But no, she's gonna continue to do this. You're killing me, kitty. You're killing me. Come on. Come on, baby. Okay. So once again, Leonardo da Vinci design. Went with this gear die cut. Let's see, what else? It's in the gold Tim Holtz paper. That's pretty cool. Comes in gold and silver. It's an 8x8 pack. Again, I get everything I get on Amazon. Pretty much most of my stash at this point is probably from Amazon. I don't like to go shopping. I work retail, and shopping in a store is the last thing I want to do. Alright, so that's kind of the inside. So now, the outside, excuse me. Now let's show the inside. So I wanted to do it so that the front flopped down so I could actually like get into these little files. And right now, I'm not done with it yet. It's still a work in progress. Let me move the lights again so it's not so chateau-y. But there we go. Maybe I can move the camera over. So I decided to do these little files. Now, again, it's a work in progress. I did some stamping. I used, I can actually pull it. They're not glued in yet. But they are little pouches. But I just started decorating them. I just don't really know exactly how I want to finish it off, so it's going to be a work in progress. It might be one of those things that's like never done. But I used these pages. We have a medical dictionary, like it's an old medical dictionary that we rip pages out of. And I used some ink just to distress it. I crumpled it up to give it like these really cool crinkles, and then I used some ink on a sponge type thing and applicator and rubbed it over it. I didn't really necessarily want to tea stain it. Excuse me. Because I didn't want to, honestly I didn't want to wait for it to dry. So I kind of did that. I did put these little flowers on there, and I used that like bronze, it's like a rub. Actually, I can probably grab it and show you what it looks like. Yeah, the cat's just going to lay in the background. You know, she really doesn't belong on the table, but at this point I'm not going to fight with her. As long as she's not getting up in it. But use this gold, like, or bronze, like, rub-on. Let me actually grab it. I do have it. I'm sorry if you hear there's, like, motorcycles. I am outside. I like to be outside in the nice weather. So this is kind of where most of my stuff, just in general. But it's like those rubs. They're like those metallic rub-on things. They're pretty cool. And this one, it smells like lemons. When I had it on, because you rub your finger in it and then you rub it over whatever you're going to apply it to. And it literally smells like lemons. It's not chemically, nothing. It smells like a lemon. So that's kind of cool. And there's no ingredients. There's no really anything about it on the labeling. Which was actually kind of, because I wanted to know, like, is it like something all natural? Not that I'd want to eat it or anything, but I just wanted to know, like, is it all natural? Because it totally smells like lemons. Weirdest thing. So yeah, so I made these little files. Like I said, I didn't glue them in yet, but they will get glued on. I did, I know they do it a lot. Well, I'm just going to pop these right out. But you can kind of see, you just kind of can flip through. I don't know if I'm going to put addresses in them. I haven't really decided yet. But I kind of like this, kind of into that like steampunky kind of macabre styling, so that's why I went with the craft paper, made it kind of dark. Let me just see if I can get a better angle here. I'm just going to pick this up for a second. But I made, like, they do these for book bindings to like put pages in, like a lot of those what do you call them, like those little mini albums and things. So I just made a whole long one. I think there's like 22 here. And I just made those to slide the pockets over, which I thought was kind of a cool thing, because then I wasn't going to make them all at once, because I thought maybe I'd want to change them. And then they just slide over top and back into these, which is kind of cool. But right now I don't have them glued in, because like I said, it's still a work in project, and I want it to work progress. It's still a work in progress, because I still want to do some decorating. I did some stamping. I found these, they're coin stamps. They were kind of cool for like $1 in a clearance bin. AC Moore, I believe. So I used those because I thought they were kind of interesting. Just has that old world kind of look to it that I personally enjoy. So I don't know if I'm going to do more flowers on them or what have you. Yeah, kitty cat. You got, did you get your smell on it? Is it yours now? Yeah, it's yours now, I guess. Yeah, I'm sorry. This is gonna be a thing, so if you're gonna watch any of my videos, this is pretty much what's gonna happen. So, it's nothing unusual. I'm kind of used to it. She's always got to get in the middle of whatever I am doing. But, like I said, that's just kind of a little project I worked on. I wanted the front to flop down, because I felt if it was this high, you can't reach into it. So I wanted this to fold down so that you could get into these and see the fronts of them. Because I don't know if I'm going to do an alphabetized addresses, or, well, I don't cook, so... Oh, putty tat. So there will not be any recipes or anything like that in there. But, you know, addresses, who knows? Christmas card list, swap addresses, that kind of thing. But I hope you guys kind of enjoyed this. I enjoyed making it. Like I said, it's still a work in progress. It's just something, I kind of just wanted to make something a little bigger. I was kind of over making like albums and that kind of thing, so I decided to make myself this box. Again, I really didn't have a plan for what's going in it, but could you... Really? Really? You gotta knock everything over? Come on. Off of the table. Off of the table. Kitty cats don't belong on a table. Ugh. Kitty cats don't belong on tables. I don't sit on the table, neither do you. So anyway, that's just kind of my thing. That I made this weird little file box, maybe is what I would call it. And I don't know, like I said, I just kind of went with this Da Vinci. And the reason why I went with the Da Vinci is because the pages are actually out of a medical dictionary that I think was bought at a flea market for a couple of dollars. And there's like 1,000 pages in the thing. And they're those real lightweight pages. So since it kind of had a medical theme paper, not that anybody's going to actually read it, but I just thought that would be kind of cool to do a Da Vinci-ish, since he drew these gorgeous drawings of, you know, the anatomy, you know, human anatomy and stuff, and musculatures, and mapping veins and things. Like, you know, people really weren't doing that before then. He was kind of the one that really made these really detailed drawings. So I just thought that kind of worked for this. But again, not that anybody would actually sit here and read the definitions of any of these words. I did try to keep any of like the real weird words out of there, like things that maybe people would recognize, you know, as and feel inappropriate or something. I mean, it's medical, so I don't really see how it's inappropriate to use a medical term, but I'm not giving this away. It's mine anyway, so who cares? Who cares? But alright, I think I'm just going to stick all these pages back in. I'm just going to wrap it up for tonight, but I hope you got a little fix for your crafting addiction, and have a good evening.